The girl who had been hungry for 7 days watched as her elder sister held out the last bit of food to her. Instead of accepting the kindness, she picked up a wooden stick nearby and struck her elder sister hard. She clearly remembered that the heir of the Ning Prince's mansion would pass through this alley today. In her previous life, it was on this day that her elder sister was adopted by the heir. From then on, her elder sister escaped hunger and cold, moved into the mansion, and lived a life of luxury with fine clothes and good food. But she herself starved to death on the street in endless hunger. Reborn with the resentment and unwillingness of her previous life, her only thought was to replace her elder sister and seize this chance to change her fate. She waited at the alley entrance in advance. When the heir's carriage approached, she deliberately curled up in a prominent place, perfectly copying the pitiful look her elder sister had shown in the previous life. However, after the heir got off the carriage, his eyes looking at her were extremely cold. He did not reach out his hand actively as he had done in the previous life. The girl wondered if her disguise had been seen through. She stepped back in fear, trembling with nervousness. Suddenly, the heir drew his sword. The girl was so scared that cold sweat broke out all over her body. When she looked up again, she found that the heir had only killed a mouse by the roadside. Then, the heir took out a handkerchief, wiped the blood from her face, and asked how she got the wound. She lied that it was caused by fighting with wild dogs over food. After hearing this, the heir ordered to take her back to the mansion. The girl looked at her elder sister's body in the snow and silently apologized in her heart. She just wanted to survive. After entering the Ning Prince's mansion, the girl took the most comfortable bath of her life. She was shocked by the luxury in front of her. But when she picked up a vessel and was about to drink from it, she was mocked by a maid, who told her that it was used for spitting out mouthwash. The humiliation that had accumulated over the years erupted in an instant. The girl shouted back angrily, claiming that she was the master and a maid had no right to teach her what to do. When the heir's mother learned about this, she was very angry. She scolded the little girl who had just entered the mansion for daring to act like a master. She also reminded the heir that the girl was not a good person. But the heir did not listen to his mother. Instead, he called the punished maid and ordered to sell her on the charge of disobeying superiors as a servant. He said that the girl must have extraordinary abilities to survive in such a desperate situation. The heir's appreciation made the girl develop a feeling of admiration. The princess also stopped pursuing the matter. From then on, she became the second young lady of the Ning Prince's mansion. The mansion even invited a famous teacher to teach her etiquette and knowledge. She had already memorized the female commandments backwards in advance. She believed she was 100 times better than her elder sister, who had never read a book in the previous life. She was certain that she could become a talented woman famous in the capital. But when the teacher asked about classics such as the 4 books and 5 classics, she was at a loss. She had never thought that women also needed to study these. The teacher directly said that she was mediocre in talent and narrow in vision, and it would be extremely difficult for her to become a talented woman. This evaluation deeply hurt her. Unwilling to be inferior to her elder sister, the girl began to study day and night without sleeping or eating. The heir was very satisfied when he saw this and even taught her personally. It happened that the city suffered a severe drought, and the people were displaced. The heir asked her how the mansion should respond. The girl suggested setting up porridge sheds, which could not only show the kindness of the Ning Prince's mansion but also comfort the people's hearts. The heir praised this suggestion highly. When the girl took the initiative to offer to help at the porridge shed, the heir readily agreed. At the porridge shed, the girl worked personally, comforting the panicked people and directing the servants to add porridge in an orderly manner. Everyone praised her for being beautiful and kind-hearted, with a bodhisattva-like heart. Looking at these refugees, she seemed to see herself in the past. But now, she was the noble second young lady. The girl was full of expectations for the future. However, when she turned around and walked into the kitchen, a nightmare-like figure appeared in front of her. Her elder sister, who should have been dead, was actually alive.